Sometimes during our human experience, we end up disconnecting from ourselves, from within, because of what we're experiencing in our physical reality. People, places, and things, opinions of others, maybe a work environment that isn't healthy, maybe someone gave you a weird look. Maybe even you had an argument with that lover of yours, and now you're not feeling worthy. Now your confidence is down the drain. Yeah, we all go through that. I've been through that in the past. And the biggest realization you can have is realizing that you are enough. And I'm going to give you a mantra that'll help you expand your consciousness to a point where you do integrate that you are enough. So join me, Bensi, your divine feminine empowerment and spiritual awakening coach. Let's get it. So what is the mantra? And this one I got from a Bashar channeling. It's really good. I do it myself. And you can do it in the morning and at night. So first when you wake up and right before you go to bed. And this mantra is, you just state it 3 times. Say it out loud, say it in your head, whichever works best for you. It's, I am who I am, and that is enough. I am who I am, and that is enough. I am who I am, and that is enough. Even that little voice crack I had at the very end. It's enough. You get my point? Here's the thing, when you do this, it subconsciously eventually integrates. And you start to believe it. Because you are enough. You were born worthy. And if you allow yourself to know that you are enough, whether you're unconscious, subconscious, and conscious mind, whatever you experience in your physical reality, and whatever any of those thought patterns and any of those areas kick in, if you allow yourself to just experience the present moment with no insistence on the outcome or any other part of it or how something is going to happen, if you can just allow yourself to enjoy the present moment, and whatever action, whatever word comes out of your mouth is enough. As long as it's coming from a place of love and you are showing up to the best of your ability, and you know you are, and you're not choosing to react to your emotions because you stepped into responsibility, your ability to respond. The responsibility is your ability to respond to your emotions rather than react. So here's also a bonus thing for today's video. Oh, and like and subscribe and hit that notification button so you are notified when my content does come out. And let me know in the comments how I helped you. I love reading comments. So this one came from Abraham Hicks, and it's a huge realization of being able to stay in control of your emotions and knowing what feels right and what doesn't also, and when it's time for you to leave or keep engaging. Because you can be engaged in physical reality and not attached to the feeling. You don't have to choose the feeling that you think and believe you should feel based on what your physical reality is showing you. You get to choose your feelings. And a really good way to do this is, Abraham Hicks' video, she said, Esther was taking her bath in the morning. I believe she was in a hotel room. And, different bathroom, not her normal bathroom. And she had turned the faucet to hot, and the sign said hot. Cold water was pouring out. And here's the thing. Esther knew she could just go straight to the cold water sign. And through that, she could feel which water was hot and which water was cold. And the cold water sign was pouring out hot water. So somebody flipped the signs around. And that's the point. Is there's signs everywhere. People are giving you signs. And it's not just magical sign. It's like a physical people, place, or thing or conversation. You can interpret it as a physical reality sign, and you can choose what do you want to believe and how you want to feel about it. There was this really good test of validating the matrix. And this is the last thing I'm going to bring up real quick. This guy, I think it's on Instagram, all over social media. And this guy had like 2 pills. I think it was like the red pill and the blue pill. And it was on like a projection board. And it was like kind of like a TED Talk situation. He's like, and this is what will determine that the matrix is real. And he goes, well, which one of these pills is bigger? Right? And like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking maybe one of them is just like slightly a little bit larger. And like, they look the same though, from the distance from my phone and everything. And maybe there is a scenario where one of them is slightly enlarged. And I'm like kind of confusing my eyes, and it's at an angle. So I'm like, they look the same. The question is, which one of these is bigger, right? So, of course, I'm just like, well, I'll just pick one, even though they look the same. And I know that. And then he goes, well, they're both the same. So if you pick one of them, you just, got bamboozled. That's the matrix. Because internally, even I knew, so ashamed for this mistake of mine, not believe my own stuff. And it's okay to make mistakes. There are no mistakes. It's just a validating experience, allowing yourself. Whoa, I just remembered a dream I had last night about blue avians and stuff. Whoa, okay. Anyway, that's another thing. Point is like, I was ashamed to even admit, like, oh man, I got bamboozled also. So I was looking right at it. I knew internally those were the exact same sizes. So don't let your physical reality fool you. Don't let people putting a sign or a thing fool how you feel, because you can feel your way to the hot water because you know how it feels. And as long as you can stay in a vibration of something feeling good because you're choosing it, and if you're struggling, move to the next thing that does feel good to the best of your ability. Do it till you can't no longer, then to the next thing. And eventually what ends up happening, you start programming in your subconscious mind that you are a winner, that life is working out for you. You are on the right path. You get my point? Once that starts programming, you're on this winning cycle, and you will attract more wins into your life. Okay? Because you can give anything a positive outlook, you will receive the positive benefit. Much love. Have a wonderful, magnificent, transformative, alchemizing day, you beautiful soul. Bye.